welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. Some gaming. We're playing some Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode we made our character Laputa, our Linnorm Bloodrager, and so we finally get to meet her in the game here. We're gonna zip through this early bit really fast. You guys have seen this. If you have any interest in the game already, this has been playable since the early beta.
We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
And it's really, really loud in my headphones, and I got to figure out where that is on them. Maybe. There it is. I have them on backwards. Left versus right. Normally they're over here because the Bluetooth whatever controller is back behind the computer over there, and I kept getting my head was blocking it, which seems to be a problem. But it was just a little bit too hidden, so I moved it up here, and now it's... I don't think stereo is going to be a big issue here. But it's not where it would naturally fall to the hand. All right, wounded healer. Like I said, we're just going to kind of click through this. We know we were wounded. We received a really deep, nasty injury.
Now, what's the matter?
We received a really dap...
Demons, prelate.
There you go. We were wounded by the demons. That's the important bit. A wound that not everybody can heal.
Oh, inheritor, leader of our troops.
I will give up that easily.
That my powers are not enough here.
Yeah. So we call for the dragon.
I'll get her.
Be quick about it before it's too late.
Now,
who are you? I don't
let's
remember
see.
seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
Now, we can just say our name. We're here to fight demons, but we're not really here as a crusader to fight demons. We're just here to fight demons. And we don't really give a crap why we're fighting demons or who would boon us. This is just a place where we can kind of take out some of that rage. And so we're just going to say, I'm Laputa.
That's the first I've heard of that name. Who are you then?
All right, now we'll wait for the healing here.
My dear prelate.
Dragon comes up, is going to heal us, obviously in human form at the moment. Thank you for helping me. Can I go?
But do not be discouraged.
Couldn't heal me, but if we come back tomorrow, essentially she'll give it another shot, right? So that's our basic story. We have a horrible injury that nobody could heal, caused by the demons outside. Now we're going to go through, we're not going to show basic, and we're not going to show group advanced. I don't want to turn off tutorials altogether because we come up to the bit where we need to control armies of Crusaders. I don't know how to do that yet. I haven't played up that far, so I want to have them at that point. So we'll just kind of turn off stuff as we get to it. Give it a second here. We're supposed to do 2 of 3 different things really quickly. We shall do those couple of things. Let's see, we've got... Not sure why Blood Rage is on. We shouldn't be raging at the moment, I wouldn't think. Laputa just sounds like a Finnish word to me. I don't know. I don't know what it is that makes it specifically, what makes it specifically Finnish to me, but it just seems like a Finnish word. I'm sure my light here a little bit. Looks a little bit better. I had to turn down just to last longer. Alright. Big fight, demons everywhere. More or less holding her own. Some very Warhammer-style demons land.
Discari, Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Of course, if she was still in human form, she would have been a lot harder to hit that way, huh? All right, and we of course are going to ask for a weapon.
Sure thing. Here. Good luck.
Because we're a fighter, right? That's what we're here for. We're not here for the odds. We're not here to survive necessarily, even.
the Lord of Locusts.
Wasn't a very coordinated demon, was he? His left and right arms have to... Both left armors have to be in sync.
Behold the death I sow.
Down we go. All right. Mythic Path you've chosen. I don't know much about the Mythic Paths. I've done a little bit of research on them. I don't have any idea like which direction I want to go. We won't choose it based on a min-max power scale.
Canabras fell in battle. Hardly surprising, as she had to fight.
Yep. War's still over. She had to fight a demon. Yep. Is what it is. All right, there we go. Now again. So as long as we're in Blood Rage, we're automatically getting the +2 bonus on melee and damage. But we're taking a -2 penalty to armor class right now. But we get 2 temporary hit points per hit die, which is just 1. So we're taking a -2 penalty. So we probably don't want that up and running, to be honest. Let's see what else we've got going on here. Not a lot. We've got Charge. We've got our Blood Drinker. We'll probably want to do that pretty early. Allows to accept the effects of Inspire Rage. Okay. And that's kind of all we got going on right now. We do get some spell casting out of this. I don't know how that's going to work. So we'll just have to see how that goes.
Oh, holy mother of...
All right, she's pinned underneath the boulders.
Hey, stay with me. You actually got pretty lucky.
Again, I'm going to
You
go through
fell
these
down into a black
reasonably
hole.
quickly.
But at least you're not on your
We've
own.
seen them before.
You've got a great companion. Everything's going to be just fine. Tell me something. Can you feel your legs?
If they read aloud, we'll let them read aloud.
Feel
Otherwise,
all
I'll
right
summarize.
When say no to a little less feeling in them. My ankle's killing me, but my back seems to still be in one piece. My head, too.
That's all that matters. Now, we're going to... Hey! Fancy meeting you down here. You're the one that Terendelev healed today, right? You aren't injured, are you? Will you help me get her out from under the boulders?
I don't know. We could go evil here to balance a good later. I don't really think this is our character. Like, we're not a bad person because we're a bad person per se. We're just not a good person. We're here to fight demons, and this seems like it will help our fight. So I'm going to go athletics, even though it's not quite as big a bonus. I mean, that would clearly be the best roll for us from a number standpoint. But I don't know. We don't even know the money's going to help us based on what's going on up top there. So we'll just roll. Do we make it? Yep. Made the roll.
Damn it all. I think it's broken. Oh well, I've had worse. I'll just make myself a splint out of something. Thanks for the help. I wouldn't have lasted long on my own stuck under there. I'm Anevia Tirabade, of the Eagle Watch. I was overseeing security at the festival square. I thought maybe spies or demon worshippers might have something nasty planned. What actually happened, though, now that I did not see coming. I don't think anyone could have been prepared for that.
Well, I'm Sela, Paladin by the grace of Iomade. I crossed the whole continent to come to Mendev and fight demons. And well, I've been fighting for a while now.
But I'm still level 1.
I don't even want to think what might be happening up there in the city. Canabras has lost the protection of Terendelev, and of the Wardstone too, looks like. It's a relic without equal. It was placed here personally by Iomade's herald, with the goddess's blessing. I really wanted to go see it, to pray before it. But there's no point worrying about a stone when there are people dying in the streets.
Yeah, things are looking grim enough, but don't lose heart. Wardstone or no, dragon or no, Canabras will never give in. Simple as. Well, we've introduced ourselves. What about you?
Again, do we just stick with the my name is Laputa? We don't need to tell them much about us or where we come from. We're probably a little bit private, right? Because of our background and the prejudice we've reached, we're not probably going to be one of those people that puts out a lot about us. So we'll just give them a name.
Good to meet you. Now, tell us all about yourself.
Whoa, girl. Slow down. Exchanging names is enough for now. We don't have time to be swapping life stories. We need to find a way out of here.
All right.
Now then, I'll hobble my way out of here somehow. The city ain't far, only 30 paces or so. That's if you're going straight up, of course. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go the long way round.
I can't believe I didn't think about this before, but we have healing potions. Why don't we just give her a healing potion and fix her
There are
leg?
3 of us with 5 working legs, 3 pairs of decent hands, 2 clear heads, and 1 made of wood. That's mine.
Okay. Anyway, the upshot is we get 2 controllable characters. She'll pop around behind us and do stuff when she feels like doing stuff. This is the auto one that I'm not a huge fan of. It automatically puts the people it feels are less useful in back. It's not terrible right now because it means she's likely to be, get attacked first if we get attacked. So we'll run with it, but I'm not sure I love it. It puts people so far back, right? And you can't do anything with it. So it's this optimal, right? And puts everybody else in the back. And I'm not really sure why we need to be this far back. I kind of think we're going to do that. Right, that still leaves her in front, brings us up a little closer. Here's our loot. We'll grab everything. Cold iron great axe? Sure. We do like our axes. Got a cloak. Toss that on there. Yeah, our tattoo stayed gray. Okay. I don't think we need anything else. I mean, I guess we could put a torch in a hand just in case we decide we want a torch. And I guess we could put a crossbow in a hand just in case we decide we want a crossbow. But we'll see.
Who's there?
All right. Half-elf woman.
Relax,
Mutilated body
We're
at her
not
feet.
demons or cultists. Don't poke my eye out with that thing, all right? We fell down here during the attack. I'm Sela, that's Anevia, and this is our new friend. We're looking
Puta.
for a way back to the surface.
Lao Puta?
Really? I'm so ever glad to hear it. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Camellia. I was also in the square when... I can scarcely believe it. How did all those demons get into the city? I thought, naively it now seems, that the Wardstone protected us from attack. And Terendelev, I can't wrap my head around it.
What happened to this guy?
I don't know. He must have been in the square when disaster struck. I tried to revive him, but he was already dead, sadly.
He didn't get these wounds from the fall. Be on your guard. Whatever killed him likely hasn't gone far.
Hang on. I think I know him. His name's Aravashniel, the egghead from the library. He was a good lad, even if he was kind of stuck up. May his soul rest in peace.
Certainly. Survivors should stick together. It's only sensible. Who knows what else could be prowling about in these caves?
All right.
That's
Let's
right.
stick together.
It would be the height of foolishness to survive a demon attack only to perish under a pile of rubble.
So now, Camellia actually is going to work out well with us, I think, because she's also somebody who's here just to fight stuff, right?
Let's see if this poor bloke has anything useful on him. Not to sound like a...
Oh, well, I'm fine looting him. Masterwork dagger, which I don't think helps anybody out. Yeah, no. Now, we could get her a crossbow as well. So, she is a witch. And specifically, a spirit hunter. So, spirit hunters they pursue spirits to eliminate, right? So, loners on a quest to get rid of the world, evil spirits, restless ghosts. Learn to enchant their weapons so they can harm incorporeal. So, in one way, she would be our worst enemy, right? As this Draugr, right, vampire undead person, or of the heritage. But on the other hand, we're both here to angrily fight against demons. So kind of a maybe an uneasy truce, right? They're united in purpose at the moment, but it's one of those companionships that could go horribly wrong. Now, I don't know much about the witch class. So let's take a look. Half elf, green faith, so naturalistic, courtier for the background, rapier, trickery, focus. Okay, martial. Not worried about that. I'm more interested in the class and the abilities. So they've got these hexes. Grant her powers. The second level learns a hex. The shaman learns a new hex each level. They can select from any of the hexes available. The chosen spirit cannot select a hex more than once. Using a hex is a standard action. Okay, so now I think she picks Ice Plant initially. So but I couldn't find that on my playthrough. Like, I couldn't figure out where to click it and select it and put it on there. But it is a standard action, so it should be... I don't know if it's going to be under abilities or under spells. So if we look, Ice Plant is +2 natural armor bonus. Because she is a frontline fighter / caster. Just kind of like we are, I guess, in that sense. So we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. All right. I think they want us to heal her too, but let's... Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it real fast. Let's go ahead and toss one out. May as well bring her up, just in case. If we go here, can we get a charge off? Yes. Turn-based mode. Yeah, we'll just close it. And we rolled a 1, I think. Yep, natural 1. Now, those numbers don't appear to be all that useful, honestly. When it says here what what it is versus, like, I can't quite figure out what they're actually meant to represent. I mean, it said a 1 versus a 2, right? But I don't think it had a 2 AC. So, like, there. 17 versus 7. So rolled a 7 with modified 7. So it's not versus, it's a 17 plus a 7. Let's see if that continues forward, right? So let's hit again. It didn't even give us the number there. End our turn. $15 versus 9. So it's a 15 and a 7. So where does the 9 come from? It's not our armor class. It didn't... They rolled a 15, our class is 16. So where does the 9 come from? I have no idea what those numbers represent. I haven't been able to figure it out. I've been watching and trying to figure it out, and I just can't.
I'll cut you wide open.
I think that one was 7 plus 6. But she had a 7 and a 7. It's minus the enhancement. Maybe the enhancements are the difference? I don't know. Can she... Nope. We'll loot him. Well, we'll take the money. If it weighs... If it's got a more than 1-to-1 bonus for weight versus gold. So if you're getting at least 1 gold per pound, I generally take things early. So this is 10 pounds for 1. That is not, I don't believe, a reasonable return on our weight investments. So we'll kind of roll through here. We'll grab that. Oh, clicked a little bit too far forward, but that's okay. Can we get another charge off? Oh, we have fatigue. Why do we have fatigue? Oh, maybe... Blood Rage. Our Blood Rage kicked off, probably. We didn't unclick it, but it probably unclicked itself after the fight. Notice it went through 2 of them too, right? So it was on... Is that how many rounds we get? And so we had it on for 2 rounds, and so... Okay, we'll have to see. It was automatically on, so maybe it ticks in automatically when you use it. I don't know. There we go. We should have all those extra hit points now. Let's go this way. A little closer there. We could use your bow in some of these fights. Let's just charge in with you. I've been using charge a lot lately. I don't know if they've just changed how it looks and so it makes more sense or what, but it has worked better for me. There's another one there. Can we get another charge off? There we go. Come and grab some loot. Oh, I guess I could look. Was that a master or a cold? No. Okay. If it was a cold iron or a master work, I might have picked it up. All right. We've got armor, so that doesn't help me. You've got armor, so it's not going to help you. Oh, wait. So this doesn't help anybody yet. That doesn't help anybody yet. We can do... All of us, it looks like, could do a inflict... I can't. These two can't. So I probably do sorcery, magic casting, and they do kind of holy casting would be my guess. So let's go ahead and toss one down for her. I've got what? Shield, enlarge person, inflict light wounds, which should heal me. And this one shouldn't. So let's not put that there. You've got 1. You need to have at least probably 2. Give you a second one too for now. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to be careful with that. Zoom out a little bit here. Wait for our archer to catch up. Get ready for battle. Let's get ready to rumble. Giant fly missed us. Giant centipede. Had to use all his movement to get there. All right. So we could charge here, except I think we're too close. Yeah, we're too close, I think. So we're just gonna come up and smack him. Okay. Not great. Let's see if we can kill the spider, or the fly, excuse me. Nope, we rolled a 1. 1 versus 4, right? And we had a 1. Dex is 4. I mean, a 1 is just a miss, but it wasn't, clearly wasn't, I don't know. 8 versus 18. Yeah. I mean, our target was 22. So, like, even 22 minus 8 is an 18. I don't know. I have no idea where it's coming up with these numbers. All right, let's smack something. There we go. And Aniva's close enough to get the shot off now. Some loot. Next fight, we're just going to kind of roll through these. Monster Lizard got a 16. Pull off the charge here. She doesn't have charge on there, but we can get charge. Certainly we can. We can even turn this on. Give her a magic weapon for a turn. For a whole 2 damage. We do another charge. Okay. A little bit better. A lot of ones. It rolled a 1. We're just getting a lot of ones this part. I mean, for everybody, not just for us. Just there's a lot of ones rolling. There we go. All right. Can we make the nature? We did. I don't make those very often. Anything? I don't think there was anything there. All right. Let's walk up on this guy.
No, I can't just walk away. It's got to be here somewhere.
All right. And he looks like that.
Wenduok!
Lan, did you find it? Who is that?
And she looks like a weird cat human spider thing.
The do-gooders here to save our mongrel souls, no doubt. Wait. They might know what's going on up there.
Demons are laying waste to
If
Canevra.
things are as bad as you say, then we all have to hurry.
You didn't come from the direction of the shield maze. Damn it. I couldn't care less about what's happening on the surface, but the maze.
I realize that you guys have your own troubles, but we need to be in Canabres. People are dying up there. Please, show us the way out.
And I've lost the sound. Let me try it this way. I don't know. It's cutting in and out. What is this place?
This is the hall where we remember the glory of our forebears. Sorry about the mess. It doesn't usually look like this, trust me. Sometimes we even wipe the dust off the exhibits.
All right, I'm going to assume he's done talking. I'm going to switch headphones because this is not working for me. Headsets. This isn't... It's not good. They're broken. All right. Back with the old traditional cable and everything. All right.
This is where the relics of the first Crusaders are displayed. Our lives are short. Our glories are quickly forgotten. But this place helps us to remember that we are just as worthy as anyone else. And that our lives are not lived in vain.
That's something that resonates with our character, I think.
The first Crusaders? You've been down here that long? That's crazy.
What are you doing here?
That's none of your bit.
We're looking for a holy sword. It was here, in the center, sticking out of a rock. The sooner we find it, the better. Some kids from our tribe took off for the shield maze. They figured it had collapsed, and now it's their time to go up to the surface, like all the legends foretold. Except they don't have a clue what's waiting for them up there. They're not fighters. And Saul, the chief of our tribe, is dead set against it. He says that now isn't the time for the underground Crusaders to take up arms. If we get the Holy Sword, we might be able to change the chief's mind.
It's a fool's errand. None of us will be able to hold the sword, let alone use it to save anyone. It's not an ordinary weapon. It's made from righteous heavenly flame, and will burn anyone who touches it. Do you think you're special, Lan?
I'll pick it up with my teeth and tie it to my hand if I have to. It doesn't matter. An angel's sword and a troop of stalwart mongrels will be able to work a minor miracle. Speaking of which, you're still here, Wendu, which means that deep down, you know it's possible.
Maybe. Alright, we'll find it if we, work together.
An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Yeah, more or less. Alright. We got some loot. We got a lore check to make.
Not this time.
That's fine. More loot. More lore checks.
Now what is that?
There we go. Alright, strange flash pierces the gloom. Laputa feels drops of searing blood run down her chest. The wound healed by Terendelev reopens and weeps scarlet. But there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber. This one, or another one entirely. Laputa's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly burst into her mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect. The people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are up ahead in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw any closer? Do they believe I'm about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I have the strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origin of these thoughts, Laputa intuits that she can control them somehow. Let's try to furiously call out the traitors. We're an avenger. We're not a healer. The voice, trembling with pain and rage, carries to the farthest reaches of the cave ceiling in the strange vision. Why? Why did you betray me and your comrades? What did the servants of the abyss tempt you with? Blurred shapes, the faces of several mortars, bleed into existence. One of them, a young half-elf with his hair twisted in a knot, responds to the accusations. You and your goddess have given us nothing, Lariel. Nothing! But Lord Descari will give us everything, and there's no power in the world that will stop his advance. The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. A priestess in coloring robes, observing the stars. A young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword. A majestic, golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you are willing, and only if you are ready. There is no going back. There, in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears from within its depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow, the sound piercing like hot irons lancing through flesh and bone. The traitors fall to their knees before the shadows in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. Alright, we got a will. We've got, I don't think we really have. We get a +0 to that. We get a +2 to that. So we'll be determined to fight off the vision. We failed. The force of this terrifying attack, though originating in a vision, is much greater than anything Laputa can withstand. Crippling fatigue drags her to the ground, hands trembling, cold piercing her skull and slowly creeping along her spine. The one who sent this vision is experiencing something similar. He is broken and exhausted. A monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in this strange vision with memory, but the thrill of fear it provokes is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resembles those of Descari, the terrifying demon lord. In a moment, In a moment as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Lariat. Foolish angel struggling on the rocks like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old, and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? And while I think about it, I know this seems kind of an odd thing real quick. Might cause an issue here. I'm going to turn me off for a second. And that's just so I can get a screenshot of that. I'm wondering if I can remove the text and put in kind of the game logo title and use that for a thumbnail. Don't know. That'll give us the time. All right, continue. The strange calm envelopes the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Laputa senses that his vision is fading, the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing she hears is this: "You will kill me, monster, this I know. But one day, someone will come up here and raise up my sword. They will raise it up and punish evildoers and traitors." The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Laputa does not hear the final words, but she seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from her lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazing in Laputa's chest fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Laputa sees the flaming sword in her hand, or rather, its outline, the memory of what a sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into her hand. Laputa senses that it will return. All she need do is call it.
Hey, are you all right? You were kinda glowing just now.
I'm pregnant.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died here.
Lariel? That really was Lariel? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone.
No, he's
The chief will be
mispronouncing it.
thrilled.
It's Lariel, not Lariel. I was in his brain. I know, not him.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it, and now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
To be fair, I do have a celestial ancestor somewhere back there.
Now, Wendoag, don't be a sore loser. She is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before her, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because she doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that.
To be fair, I kind of do too. But he doesn't need to know that.
I know you're
Till he
willing
sees
to
us drinking
tear
blood.
anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
All right. We'll go with the angelic myth path. Reveal the light of heaven. It seems I can control it.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my life. Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
All right, lead us to the chief.
Let's go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
All right. Heroism. 9 minutes. Let's take advantage of that. Yeah, we don't need that one anymore. Made the roll. All right, let's go ahead and pause the game real fast. Is it still counting down on me? No. Okay, so we're going to have to make a decision at some point, reasonably soon, actually, whether we are going to show the sword or not show the sword. And that's going to cause us to have to more or less choose which character we want going forward. There might be some ways where you could kind of do both, potentially. But we have Lan, who's a Zen Archer. And as you can see, his stats are damn near godlike. These are really good stats. I mean, that's 3 17s, right? She's got an 18. I mean, she's got pretty good stats too. But we've got 2 16s and a couple 14s. He's got 3 17s and the 14, right? So he's just flat out a lot better than us, stat-wise. And whereas we have 3 kind of frontline fighters, he gives us a ranged fighter. Now, Wendog is neutral evil, don't really care about the alignment per se. Her stats are not nearly as good, but she does have a 20 dex, which is pretty darn good. She also generally runs with a longbow at this point. We can give her braces of armor +1. I'm not going to give them to her now. She's an archer. She's also ranged, essentially, right? And so you can get the bonuses from that. And she's just a straight-up fighter. Nothing fancy, nothing special with that. We could take her whatever direction we wanted. If we wanted to make her frontline, we could. If we wanted to keep her bow focused, we could. There's some things we could do there. She does have a weapon proficiency for short and longbow. +2 bonus when brewing potions. Interesting. In my opinion, Lan is just clearly better. From the stat standpoint, like I said, and as soon as he goes up, we can get 2 of those to 18 if we wanted to. And again, we could do other things. We could change his class if we wanted to. Instead of going Zen Archer, we could just turn him into a fighter or something else and get a lot out of that. I don't know the best option. I generally take Lan because he generally makes sense for me from a storytelling standpoint to be the one I take. But also he's better, I think. And kind of the Zen Archer monk stuff is going to make him, I think, a better archer than we can make out of Wendog. Although we could make her maybe a better well-rounded character. Or, you know, multi-class her with something with that 20 dex into something like Assassin or something like that at some point. Or, you know, a ranged fighter or ranged like rogue or something to get into, you know, kind of get critical strikes and stuff. That white line up here is the green screen getting hit with sunlight, so we'll see some more of that. I almost didn't do the green screen just because I know that's coming up today. So I don't know. We'll let it go in my head. I haven't decided what direction we're going with it yet, but it is what it is. Let's grab everybody and try this again. One of my favorite openers now that once you have him is just taking the bow shot.
Save the last one for
up front. We rolled a 1. We dealt 1 damage, excuse me. And then we dealt 8 damage. And then we're going to charge. As we can. And explode a spider. Very nice. Hey, we still got some time on our extra hit points here. Oh, and she gets to go again? Nice. Alright, and you can just take the bow shot. And dealt 1 damage. And you can run up And you can also take the bow
crossed
shot
wrong
and finish it. Nice. Land's really, really good. Click on this. He's also got very good mobility and athletics, which is something that we'd kind of be doubling up on, because I kind of think that we're going to spend some points of that on Laputa too. But kind of spin this way. Archer shot in there. Got a 6. I'm going to leave her here. I'm going to take the bow shot here. I'm going to let them come to me. I think that's far enough that they have to... that they'll have to...
No match
They
for
can't
me.
walk and attack. Especially if we just keep getting these bow shots. There we go. And he does get the 2 bow shots early on too, so it means he's even better early on. And he goes all the way up. They do like to go after him. Oh, and then Avina gets her bow shots. And there we go, we finish it. Worked out pretty well. Find the loot, and that is... I keep forgetting to use this on my other save. Give it to her. It's a Cure Light Wounds staff. So pretty good. I don't know, it's got like 15 charges or something like that. Let Land make that roll again for us. Interesting, there it goes. 10, and he got +9 to it. So yeah, he's good. Oh, grab some loot.
I'm all ears.
We'll open with the bow shot. Ah, missed that time though. Can't quite get there. So I'm just going to kind of step aside a little bit here and then wait. We could probably make a charge here. Yeah, she's just in. There we go. I was probably a little bit too far forward. That's okay. We'll get Laputa in front of her. And Camila. There we go. That way if someone does charge in out of the darkness, our archers, one of our archers protected. Attack of opportunity. What they like to do is they like to try to go past the front line to get at Lan or whoever else is back there. And so we tend to get some pretty good attacks of opportunity, I've been noticing. Oh, she got the crit. Nice. And we got a lore nature check on it too. Attacks, yeah. That's fine. And some loot. All right. I'm going to just give her a crossbow in case we decide we need it for some reason. All right. Walk them a little close on that one. And we'll point blank shot. Why would it not let me shoot that one? That's fine. We'll shoot this one. They both got to die. Nice damage. Step off to the side here a little bit. Okay. All right. What do you got, Laputa? Let's go ahead. Let's rage. We still have time on that, so there's no reason to change that up. Miss, okay. Let's get a magic weapon for a turn. Okay, that worked. And let's take a couple shots. Probably should have turned his point blank shot on, but
Always
back,
be
let's
ready for the worst.
Let's leave that on. Yeah, sure. Oops. I think that's the last encounter. That's why I use the abilities. I could be wrong. There might be another one in here. There we go. All right. I don't know where you came from. You and I are the only two people who see things clear. That's why I ask you, don't show the light I have in Dassault. A light is sure the light should be shown. He wants to play hero. Sounds like suicide. The tribe might take his words. Okay. I thought you considered Mongols to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I spent my whole life training so I can make it to the end. More of us trackers. Yeah, we were young and stupid. More monsters in the world waiting for us. We weren't prepared. It's bad. All right. Do you not want to save the kids? I do, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. All right. Lan's the only one who benefits from these. I'll go if I have to and find them whatever's left of them. Without any heroics, relying only on myself, risking my own life. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can do the maze together. Okay. Don't show the chief the light. I'll lead you through the maze to the surface, I swear. All right. And there's the door. Oh, yeah, we'll grab it all. So then you don't have to carry all the loot through. If you don't think you're going to need it in the zone, just let it lie there because you can grab it at the end of the zone, right? There's no reason to pick it up and carry it around with you. You don't need to. There's some loot in here somewhere that I generally don't get very much of. There's too much of a pain in the ass running around to pick it up. First impression of the Mongrel village is it's a dump, but there are some people. Uplanders, end times are upon us indeed. Chief Soul, we found the Angel's Sword, and found the one who can wield it. She had a vision, and now the Angel's Sword, together with the Light of Heaven, are somehow inside her. Gather the tribe, and we can hold the weapon. The young ones are still alive and go safe. Ah, Lan, always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's gonna get you in trouble. An uplander with the light of heaven. He's like a drunk Irishman. What does that say about the people that write this game? That they made like the mongrel horrible person lesser than all others an Irishman. That's too good for us. Our kind don't have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, man? I'm the chief, and I don't work on faith. Now, I added my own little lilt in there since I've decided he's Irish, because I think they decided he's Irish. Show the light. All right, we got some dialogue options restricted by paths. Now, we can go lawful. We can go chaotic. We are chaotic. What does my character think about this at the moment? I don't honestly think that is a chaotic choice. I honestly think the chaos choice is showing the sword. Because it's more likely to create chaos, right? If we don't show it, we just quietly go about, nobody's world gets upturned. One guy thinks, oh, well, who knows? I mean, it's maybe a good versus evil choice to some extent, or, I guess it's a lie, so maybe that means it's chaotic versus lawful, but I think the end result of showing the sword creates much more chaos than the end result of not showing the sword. And in fact, saying, we're going to take the risk just upon ourselves and not let anybody else take the risk, right? That's I don't know that those options, they've labeled them lawful and they've labeled them chaotic, but I don't think the choices themselves have anything lawful or chaotic really. Maybe showing the sword because we can is lawful because we're not lying. He spoke the truth. He's not a liar. We show it because it is the truth. But the other one isn't really not a chaos choice. Maybe it's a good choice. You're trying not to get other people killed for something that can potentially be taken care of by just you. I don't know. I'm going to say Lan is mistaken because I've never chosen I don't think I've ever chosen this option. I think I've always gone showing the sword. We have a character now who maybe doesn't want the attention, right? Again, in the past, she's had attention and been judged harshly within that attention. Maybe it's better to just slide under the radar. We don't have any inherent interest in being super honest or anything like that. We'd rather not have people know who we are. So that's our character bent for doing what we're doing. But I'll be honest with you. I'll do the lawful choice here and tell you that some of this is just because I haven't seen where the other path goes. It's going to give us Wendog at least for the next chunk of the game. I think Lan is better. I would rather have Lan long term than Wendog, but we'll go with choosing an option I haven't chosen and something that probably fits the character a little bit better. But I do disagree a little bit with the chaos as this option. I mean, I guess a lie maybe is technically chaotic, but I think this is the option that creates chaos. The one that summons an entire village to a war that maybe they're not prepared for, right? But we're gonna go here. Looks stunned. I don't know why you're lying. No doubt you have your reasons, but I know it's a lie and you know it. And Wendu knows it. Tell him, Wendu. I saw the light shining between rocks and then it went out. Lan saw what he wanted to see. Why are you doing this? Doing what? Telling the truth? You saw some kind of light near me and I'm not necessarily going to lie. And I don't think that's it. I just would rather not have people looking at me as looking at me. Period. As a hero, as a bad guy, as anything. I just don't want the attention on me. Right. You and Wendo have worked everything out between yourselves. You played me for a blind mole here. Everybody around me says they didn't want to go anywhere, save anyone, but I didn't believe them. I always have to take things further than anybody else. Isn't that right, Chief? Fine. I see how things are. I don't need any more convincing. Psh. Pish, I think it's supposed to be please. Pish, lad. Miracles are not meant for us. We, the tribe, we wait. If you're one of us, you will wait. We're not going anywhere. Uplanders, rest now. There's a hut over there. You can rest there. Okay. Lan is silent. You made the right choice, the lesser of two evils. And now we'll rest. We'll go to the maze. All right, level. We all get some levels. Let's take a look at what we got here. All right, this is our Paladin. Again, generally speaking, I don't plan on changing these. I'm going to let them go where the characters are predestined to go. In a later playthrough, if we do a later playthrough, maybe we play with these ourselves to try to take characters a specific way or direction. But I think for now, let's just go with what they've got. She's going to get another layer of Paladin, Divine Grace, Lay on Hands. The option is that we might do that with Wendog, just because I don't know that we need another fighter. But we'll let it go another couple levels for now. She's going to put points into mobility. I think that's probably kind of a waste, to be honest. And one in Knowledge World. I think... I don't know why Stealth is a Paladin class skill. But it is what it is. It does help us move past opponents without attacks of opportunity, so that's something. And then a point into Persuasion, that's good. Knowledge World, that's good. I can live with that. Lay on Hands others, Lay on Hands self, Divine Grace. Gets a Charisma bonus in our saving throws. Okay. Alright, we'll do us for last. Spirit Hunter. Now again, I don't really know much about these Spirit Hunters, and I couldn't... my little private run through last night, I didn't see Ice Plant pop up after this, so I don't know. She's going to take a Hex, and that Hex is apparently Ice Plant. So +2 natural armor bonus. I don't know if it's a spell. I don't know if it's an ability. We'll have to figure that out as we go. She's going to put points into Trickery, which is great, and Stealth, which is great. We don't have anybody really that does that, although Wendwog might. But it's not bad to have those things. And she took Ice Plant. +2 natural bonus to AC. All right. They're both still with us, so we got to level them both up. Zen Archer, he gets a bonus feat, and he gets Way of the Bow. Weapon Focus is a bonus feat with one type of bow. 6 level, okay. So He went athletics and mobility, +8, and perception. All good choices. And he's gone for precise shot, which is great. That means that we don't take a negative shooting into melee combat. So everybody else can run in. He can continue to shoot in. And it also leads to improved price shot, which is good. It's a really good choice for us. And he's going with the longbow. So, which is what he has. So, essentially, it's just a weapon focus. All right. Wendwog. Give her another level fighter. She gets bravery, plus bonus on will saves. And she put points into lore, nature, and perception. Again, not bad. She's more of the hunter style. In fact, she is a hunter. Is hunter a fighter class? No. Okay. She's gone for deadly aim. -1 penalty on ranged attack rolls to get +2 damage. Okay, and that can get you to deadly aim mythic at some point. Okay. It's not terrible. She's already got point blank shot. Now, she's not going to be able to shoot into combat, but we could get that here at level 4 if we wanted. I mean, she still can. She's just going to take a negative. And if you've already got the deadly aim, that's another negative. So you'd be taking like a -3 to do 2 more damage. I don't know that it's a bonus, although she does have a dex of 20. So potentially, so she's got a high to hit bonus. So those negatives may not be too bad. They might balance out pretty easily. Okay. Now us. Level 2, Spell Eater. We get Blood of Life. This is the one that allows us to slowly recover. So if we're blood raging, we're gaining heats. Now, we can only rage like it was 6. I don't know what's going to be at this next level. So, you know, in theory, that's 6 hit points back that we're getting is all. Not a lot. It's not a huge heal. But it is something, and it's pretty cool, so we'll take it. What do we get at level 3? Blood Sanctuary. Oh, that's when we can start eating our own spells. No. Do the power of the blood. Stand confidently and makes it fit. Oh, that's the one that gets us the save. Okay, that's right. Spell eating is where we can eat the spells for healing. And at 4, Celestial Resistance. Okay. All right, so we've got some options. I know I said I want to put 1 into Knowledge World. We get a bonus to that. Persuasion's not bad, but we have people with persuasion in the party. We have people with athletics and mobility in the party, and trickery for that matter. If we go there, that gets us a 4. 1 point gets us a 4, 1 point gets us a 3. Lore Nature. Wendog has it, and we in theory would have her. Again, that gets us a decent number. Some of these are just going to give us more people that can do things when we camp. Makes us a little more well-rounded for that, so we could potentially hit more rolls. Kind of making us a well-rounded character rather than dumping a lot of points into something. I don't hate that. We may not continue to dump points into these. I may go back to Persuasion and Mobility and Athletics next time. You know, this one's a Dex one, so maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense to put it in there. Athletics, it just doesn't come into play a lot. I mean, that's really what it is, right? But I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let's go ahead and grab the loot that's here that we can see right now on the screen. I don't think there's much else up here. No. So then we got to walk back down here. All right, Horgus Gwyrm, someone from the surface, begin to lose hope. He's rich. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgus Gwyrm. Yes, that Gwyrm, no doubt you heard of me. Yeah, your name tells me nothing. I crushed the ride of the city. You couldn't have picked a worse time. Anyway, he's super rich, and he paid for a lot of stuff, and he wants, he's got a business proposition. Must find a route back to the city if there's anything left of it. Somebody who's capable of swinging a blade to cast a spell. Gratified to see it. Find companion. I'll pay you. We can do diplomacy. We have a plus 11 on that. I think we take that. We failed with a plus 11. I don't know what we needed, but we failed. What, like a 14 or something like that? Money first. That's fine. I can't believe we failed with that bonus. I don't think I've ever failed when I've made the diplomacy check on it. No, I haven't played I've played probably 6 or 8 times through here. Through beta and stuff like that. And I've never had a bonus that good. And I've always hit it. RNG, you gotta love it. Alright. We'll kind of cruise down here real quick, see if there's any more loot we want to grab. Where are we in the map? Oh, no. Okay, we want to go back up this way. There we go. That one? Yeah. All right, and hut for resting. All right, well, we'll go there. Oh wait, we're gonna want to stop here. Yeah, there's the merchant. Oh, hold on, have to go. Let's grab the loot and then we'll trade. There we go. All right, let's trade. All right, bulk selling. Let's get rid of all that. I don't need a masterwork dagger. I don't need a flail. If any of these are cold iron, we could conceivably keep them. Masterwork greatsword. Pretty good. We don't really... I mean, we could use it, I guess, but we're not going to. Light mace. That's a regent. Yeah, we can sell that. Hang on to the torch. Hang on to that. That's just regents. We'll hang on to those. Hang on to those. Okay. Deal. Anything over here we need? Cold iron. Ooh. Yes, that actually... Now, there's a pretty decent chance we'll find a cold iron axe of some sort going forward. But this one's masterwork. That means we don't have to worry about it. I don't think... we're going to find a lot of those. I'm looking to see if there's a scroll of... or a potion of... I don't see any potions. These we're going to want at some point, but we don't need them yet. Well, they're only 10. No, that's fine. I'm just going to say... Oh, do we not have enough money? So that's going to give us 531, and that one cost what, 800? Where is it? Great axe. No. 800. Deal. So we need an extra 7. I would like to keep this, because we can use it on whatever character we have in the morning, or decide to keep. What if I sell my norm? I wonder if we can get 7 for my normal greatsword. That one's cold iron as well. So we're just getting a masterwork versus whatever. Hold on, let's see what we're at. See, we'll do the math afterwards and see if it was useful. So right now we're at plus 7, and we're doing 4 to 15 damage. All right, plus 7, 4 to 15. Plus 8. So it gives us an extra plus 1. Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's worth, what, the extra 600 or whatever we had to spend. But we'll go with it. And let's go weight and descending. So our heaviest stuff is up. So it'll be easier to figure out what we want to carry around here. All right. There we go. And I'm going to rest us here. Oh, we're going to have a little bit of a talk here first. We'll be back for that one. We'll be back next episode as we dive into the maze and continue on. I think we've done enough for this episode. It's like an hour long, so a little more. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back next time with the maze and kind of the rest of the opening scene or chapter, I guess you might say. At least I think of it that way. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Cheers.